Okay, so just checking on the pot now. Let's give it a nice stir. Make sure that the tomato, onion, see the potatoes are getting nicely cooked already. So make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom. You need to make sure to stir it frequently enough. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to add in the chili powder and the coriander powder. So since I'm holding the camera with one hand and I already took out the chili powder, so I have about 1/3 of a teaspoon of chili powder. If you don't want to put any chili powder, you don't have to put any at all. I put very little, and the one I put is a mild version. You know, it's like cayenne, the Kashmiri mirch, and 1 teaspoon of the coriander powder. So I'm just going to mix these into the vegetable now. Now you could eat it like this once the spices are blended without adding the water. But if you want to make a gravy sabzi or a gravy vegetable, then you would let the spices blend in nicely first and then add in your water and then let it cook for a while. As you can see, the tomatoes are already pretty well cooked. I'm just going to prepare maybe about a glass of water, like 2 cups of water, see if that's enough. Normally I don't measure quantities, but I'll try to measure everything so that I can give you a written recipe. Okay, so I decided to pull out some garam masala, which we might add at the end once it's all cooked. Let's take another look at our pot here, and the spices are blending nicely. I think I have to put the fire down a little bit. The potato is beginning to stick to the bottom, so it's definitely time to add the water. Okay, so I'm going to add the water now. I have here 2 cups of water. So let's see, that would be about 12 ounces, I think. I might make it 16 ounces. I might add a little more once I see how thick the gravy is. And now we're going to let this cook for a while until it becomes a nice, lovely gravy and everything blends in well together. Now that you've added the water, you want to make sure you increase your temperature so that the water gets a chance to boil nicely. Once it's come to a boil, then you can reduce the fire if you want to. It's beginning to come to a boil now. Just want to make sure there's no pieces stuck at the bottom. So we can see our potatoes are already cooked, but the drumsticks may take a bit of time to cook. So we're gonna now put the fire down. Put it down to like a 5 or a 3 out of, well, you can see it goes from 7 to high. So yeah, maybe a 5, 4, something like that. Just so you let it simmer for a bit and let the drumsticks cook. So let's take a look at the pot now. It's been boiling for about 5, 6, 7 minutes. Let me just, yeah, see, you can cut right through the potato. Okay, so we're doing good. And the rice is ready. Made the rice yesterday. Warmed it up just now, waiting to be plated. And here we have coriander, and we will chop that up, and that'll be our last touch. So what I'm going to do now is sprinkle some, this is garam masala, so it's about a 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala, which I am going to sprinkle on top. And Mark, if you could come and hold the camera, I need to just chop the coriander, and that's it. It should be done. So I'll switch off the gas now.
What do you want me to do?
I'm just going to chop the coriander, and then we'll top it, and then that's it. It's done. So take off the tails there. And just finely chop your coriander, or you could, make 3 bunches all together. And this is just the final touch to any Indian curry.
The garnish.
The garnish, yeah, the coriander garnish. We Indians, we love to put coriander on top of our vegetables, so just sprinkle the coriander over the thing, and it should be ready to eat.
Smells lovely.
It smells good, right? Let me just wash my hands. Just hold your camera there. I'll be back. We'll just plate it and see how it looks with the rice. So we have the rice here, which has been heated up. This is cumin rice, which I can teach you how to make another day. Is that enough for you, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll take some of the curry and just put it on top of the rice. And when you eat this, you don't eat the skin of the drumstick. What you do is you hold the drumstick, you pick it up like this. Maybe you can start another video. So
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, so the way you eat this is you pick it up. Wow, it's really hot. You pick it up between your fingers, and you were right, I should have cooled it first. And then you kind of pull it between your teeth so that you take out the nut that's in the middle, and you leave the skin part and throw that away. So you would suck out, let's say if you have 2 nuts in the piece, you would pull out 1 nut from one side, and then in the next bite you would pull out the other nut, and then make sure you throw away the skins. Don't eat the skins, okay, because you go crazy if you do. All right, so that was our drumstick.